Newkirk.
I didn't know. I actually didn't know it was called Newkirk Racer. I was always.
Yeah, I always forget the names. It's an interesting map though, because it looks like it should be it should be a 4 spawn map, but it is only a 2 spawn map. So the map is Newkirk Precinct. The matchup is Terran versus Zerg. It is the ace match, and in the bottom right-hand corner of this 2-person map is the orange Zerg. Won game number 1, lost game number 2. It is sGv SpLiT.
Exactly, and his opponent spawning in the opposite side of this really weird shaped map. It's going to be the red Terran, OGCantro.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen these players battle back and forth, so please in chat tell us who you think is going to win this ace match, who is going to win this match for the ages. And just to answer your chat, we are at LAN Wars number 5. It is a University of Ontario Institute of Technology LAN. It's held twice a year. This is the 5th iteration, so this is the 3rd year of existence. These guys are basically students at this school who decided to put together a really wicked LAN. There's about 200 gamers here, all set up in an auditorium, all hooked up to the high-speed internet provided by the school, and also sponsorship provided by some really awesome people who we want to name right now. Songers, will you do the honors?
Yeah, so...
Oh, you're doing observing.
Well, I can... Yeah.
I'll read it.
That makes more sense.
Guys, the sponsors for the event have been absolutely so gracious and so amazing, providing everything from wicked peripherals to bananas, to shirts, to hats, to
bananas,
drinks. I mean, you name it. We have MSI providing product sponsorship and wicked products that people can win for the tournaments that they play in. We have Dr. Pepper providing free drinks. There's literally cans upon cases of Dr. Pepper, and there's Crush, and there's Drink, and there's Diet, there's Water. Riot providing a bunch of swag, bananas, Temu hats, Blitzcranks, hoodies. We'll show you guys more later. Absolutely nuts. Actually, at the next break, I'll pull out some of the things, and you guys will see some of those. We have Node Supply. What does Node Supply provide again? I forget.
Node Supply provides power supplies, I believe.
Power supplies. We also have Rocat, obviously providing some product as well. And the Student Society here at UOIT putting together what you guys see. It is a volunteer-based group that is putting this all together. Sorry?
What is it?
Node Supply is web host. Guys,
I did not know
I'll
that.
figure out more, and I'll get you guys the actual details as they come. And last but not least, eSports Canada, which is the association that Songers and I are affiliated with, a not-for-profit organization which goal is to promote esports in Canada. And if you guys want to join eSports Canada and get in on esports in Canada, because like we've had awesome opportunities. We got to get into NHL Season 3 for free because we were volunteers there.
LAN
we get into LAN ETS to support this event. We get into LAN Wars here. Sorry, LAN ETS a couple weeks ago. LAN Wars here. There's other Overclockers is going to hopefully use some of our services. There's all these wicked LANs and opportunities just being part of eSports Canada. So get in on that. Go to www.esportscanada.ca. Also follow me and Songers at ESC Jovian, at ESC Songers. Find out how you can get involved in esports and esports in Canada.
Oh, that was great.
You like that?
That was good.
I'm good, huh?
Man.
I practice this because we do this like every month.
So good. I felt the passion there for sure.
I am so passionate about esports, honestly.
Esports is the best.
I love it.
Speaking of esports and speaking of this game, nothing really happened in the past 5 minutes when you were talking, but Terran is going to be going for a expansion as well, getting his double gas, and once again going for that factory. And you can see the factory has become a very standard part of the Terran arsenal against both races here. Zerg, of course, getting his 3rd base up definitely earlier than the last game. Going to be setting the links to grab the watchtowers. And really on this map, there is basically one attack path to your opponent's base. It's right from the middle.
Unless you want to go in a super inconvenient path all the way around.
Nice micro there by the Marine. A little bit of a backwards forward dance, taking out care of that Zergling.
And luckily, the placement of the Zolnaga towers makes it such that you can see both paths easily, making air an extremely challenging thing to predict against. I mean, Zerg will be able to put overlords in the path, which is exactly what you see, but Terran will have a difficult time being ready for such things as mutas.
I mean, yeah, what does Terran have that can actually float around in space that you want to scout the thing? I mean, there's Vikings, but really, do you want to just have one Viking there?
He does have the opportunity to produce just one Viking. Will put the fear in SpLiT and force him to put all these overlords back in his base. Also possibly supply block him. It's not uncommon. I see it I saw Root Massa do it in a lot of his Zerg matchup, facing Zerg matchups do it. Just one Viking is enough to just give you that air superiority and prevent the omniscience provided by Overlord scouting.
For sure. I really like the creep spread that's going on for SpLiT here. Definitely going to be moving that creep all the way to his third base. He really wants to connect these 3 bases of creep just so he can reinforce the bases, transfer drones a little bit faster, and overall make his vision larger for his play. Hey, it kind of looks like a smiley face over here.
Sure.
Look at that. Cantro, like he's a good player, but he also has aesthetics when he's designing his base.
Yep, I can see that. And in chat, it looks like SpLiT actually got the most of the support for you who did talk. We do see Zeddy giving SpLiT the benefit of the doubt, thinking that he will take this ace match, thinking that he will move forward and put Cantro on the wayside. Is there a losers bracket for this, or is this just losers out?
That's something we'll have to ask.
I do not remember, I am sorry. But I think we have brackets. Anyways, here come a couple Hellions across the map. They will take control of the Zelnaga Watchtower. It takes 2 Hellions and 2 shots to kill 1 Zergling. And now it'll be up to SpLiT to respond. And respond, he has a couple Queens and a few Lings playing sentry at the front of the base. He needs to micro these Hellions. He needs to make sure he doesn't take unneeded damage. And how is he going to penetrate this defense?
Oh, it looks like our mod chat Philip is leaving, but he is a tired guy. Needs to go get his beauty rest so he looks good on stream tomorrow when he is going to be casting League of Legends. So guys, if you do like that game, definitely tune in for Philip and some of his amazing casting. At
like 6 in the morning, yeah. So don't go anywhere. So here come the Hellions towards the third base of SpLiT. They're not going to be able to do too much to the Queen, but they might be able to do enough to the Lings. A couple more Hellions are joining up with the army and a Banshee as well. This Banshee needs to get in here, but it looks like he doesn't want to tip his hand, does not want to show that he has a Banshee on the map.
I wonder if the Zerg actually saw that. We can see that he hasn't built any... oh no, he already has Spore Crawls in the back of his base, so totally prepared for any sort of Banshee Rest or any kind of invisible detection shenanigans is going to be happening. Infestation coming down. I really want to see some Swarm Hosts. Actually, I don't want to see Swarm Hosts.
You don't? I want to see new units. I like the units.
I have that fear of holes.
You have fear of
called tryptophobia, guys. If you don't know, that's a fear of organic holes that are not symmetrical.
Yep.
And so Swarm Hosts scare the crap out of me.
So the army already being produced by Cantro tips his hand that he will be going a sort of mech build. There are all these Hellions being killed so quickly by these Lings, these fast-moving, fast-attacking Lings. This Banshee's going to have a good time just shooting a couple missiles at a time, trying to kill them, but doesn't get many if he got any at all. And now this Medevac boosting towards the back of the base. That is why these Lings were retreating. This Spore Crawler is trying to be dropped in time, and the... Oh no, they're going to be caught by the... They're going to be seen easily by this Spore Crawler, though. Not enough damage. He's just basically wasted all of those units.
Was able to get 9 workers, though. So not bad.
I think that was from the Hellions.
But look at the base right now. Where are all the workers at?
Did he really kill them all? I didn't even notice.
That was some big splash damage right there.
Good on him. He still did lose a lot of money for that. Hopefully it ends up being worth it for him in the end. Getting his weapon upgrades for his bio army. Getting his armor weapon. So interesting because he got the armory. I suppose it was simply for the weapon upgrades. Here comes some more Lings coming in towards the front, looking to see if there's a third base at all. No, there is none. Leaving 1 Ling there just to play sentry as well. Now we're going to move into a little bit of a lull in this game while SpLiT gets his macro hatch, moves into his tech phase, and Cantro does the same with his tech on his side.
Cantro actually pretty much close with the Zerg workers right now. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a crazy Duke drop. Actually swapping some Marines for some Widow Mines there. That's exactly what he wants to do. We saw that 7 Infestors are in production for Cantro. And look at those Medivacs speeding out there, going for the base. Oh, and this time the drop is going to be bigger than... Yep, and the Link did see it exactly. So, and look at this Overlord. The Overlord's going to see the vision of these Medivacs flying right past him.
He does say... He's telling his base, you guys better be careful. These Medivacs en route, and Cantro is wanting to do some damage. And oh, beautiful response coming out of SpLiT. If he gets a good fungal, he will be able to completely shut this down, destroy these units. He won't be able to drop them on the empty path, on the empty terrain, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. No, Cantro wisely scouting ahead, notices this is a bad idea and decides to abort.
Exactly. You know, he could have just clicked in the base and clicked drop, but no, definitely watch these Medivacs. Good play there by Cantro. Not going to be losing those Medivacs cheaply to the regenerating energy of those Infestors. Infestorling could be moving into Ultralisk later on. Not a very standard, but it is a Wings of Liberty build. It's standard, totally standard. Standard split, you know.
And look at the creep spread coming out of SpLiT. He is definitely spreading it as far north as he is west.
This is great creep spread.
And the amount, I mean, as far as he's gone, producing this many creep tumors makes you think he's been spending too much energy on creep tumors, and it will take a long time to mow through that many creep tumors if he decides to scan. Here comes the Medivacs at the very tip of the creep, not being seen at all, even avoiding the Overlord sight. This is going to be a great attack for Cantro.
He sees it. Something's a sense.
Nope.
Something is a mock. Nope.
He has no idea these units are going to come in. They're probably going to be able to snipe down this third if they are quick enough. He needs to get behind this mineral line, I believe, but no, decides to stand very close and first attack the spine crawler. The Lings are retreating and coming back to defend. They're going to be here very shortly, and a drop at the main as well, so good splits by Cantro to attack, and eventually these units get driven out, but the main also gets fungled as well.
Wow.
But was the damage enough? I think it was. Just did a massive amount of damage to the economy of SpLiT.
39 workers killed. That is half the workers that SpLiT had.
Oh, and look at with blood in the water, we see Cantro moving out, even deciding to attack the third again with this army force, pushing forward with a bioforce right through the front, even through the creep spread. He needs to lift up units. No, lifts them up just at the last moment to make sure and ensure the death of this third base. And it looks like Cantro has made some really wise choices in this match.
This music is very fitting right now.
I don't know if they can hear the music.
Just moving forward, you know, living on a prayer this Terran player is right now. Here comes another speedy drop from our Terran player, already doing so much damage, taking out the third, killing 40 drones. There's no income coming in from Cantro except for his natural base, which has a couple of workers here and there. We see the transition into Ultras is happening. Carapace getting great. Adrenal glands coming for those Zerglings. They're attacking so fast. And there's a siege tank with this drop as well. Still mowing through the middle of the map, scanning, taking out all those creep tumors that SpLiT trying to make. And Zergling's coming in, Infestor's coming in. Nice fucking run from the whole Terran army there. Gonna be able to take that out. But what about his main base, Frank?
These units did get to push through that small Ling defense, and now some more Lings are actually retreating towards the third. Are they going to actually come back and defend the main? No, just a couple Marines are basically just walking through here with their I-7, I think it is, Gauze rifles, coming forward, attacking the Queen. Not sure if
I-7, C-14, ×2.
And now one Marine does go down. Now it's Marine versus Queen, and two Marines are enough to take down the Queen and a drone, and
oh my goodness, drone. This Marine!
Look at this champion Marine! Look at them racking up the kills, man!
Get to the chopper!
If only he survived to tell those tales to his Marine brethren, and now feeling bold, Cantro is moving forward with yet another army.
Double
bunch of CCs are moving out across the map as well, so Cantro feeling very strong right now, feeling very bold, but now Ultralists are going to be on the map.
Poor SpLiT. His hard work of making
all Ultras, I don't want to see it, and now the Marines are pushing forward, and the siege tank does siege in time. The fungal comes out. I like the graphic on that fungal. Marines pushing forward.
Nothing's defending these infestors.
Oh, a fungal used only on a few units. A couple of Lings are pushed in. There's not many units here to defend. Only the casting units of these. Oh, and now look how quickly this Ultralist goes out as well. There's just enough Marauders in this battle to make them not worth it. The fungal is good. Is it enough to take down this force? Yes, it is. No land units left. And Cantro has to move back to his base with his tail between his legs.
Look at that income, though. Terran's up 64 workers. Zerg's still keeping in check, just because Terran hasn't grabbed that many bases yet. With that double expansion coming out, these expansions are going to come online very soon. Terran's going to skyrocket into that income production and stuff like that. Here comes the Ultralists and the Lings sitting at the watchtower. Sees that an army is coming, and this army does so much damage to armor units. Siege tanks not sieged up, do so much damage. They attack so fast. Infestors are ready, though. There are a bunch of Lings out, but this creep has been pushed back. And Cantro is just keeps on applying the pressure onto our Zerg player SpLiT.
Cantro keeps knocking on the front door, doing damage after damage after damage, getting rid of units, but he can't just find that killing blow. I would like to see him push forward with perhaps a few Widow Mines and do what he did before, because that really helped him thin out the army in order to push even deeper, but now he feels content to go behind the middle line. This is a beautiful place for Terran to lock down, building siege units, putting units behind the middle line.
Even landing.
And yeah, the Vikings landing, attacking those drones in the back, a couple of Marines playing central defending as well. These Vikings need to lift off very quickly. This is just like the trailer.
That's what I was gonna say.
Vikings going down to the Ultralist. And now, again, Cantro attacking the front door, knocking on the front door, seeing what damage he can do, but it just isn't enough to push deeper than this 4th, 5th, 6th, no, 5th base.
I know, exactly. Yeah, he's really not doing a killing blow, but if you look at the workers killed, Oh my god, it's still 40. So
yet,
he remade
the
some.
Swarm. How does he stop the Swarm? How does he stop the ever-multiplying strength of the Zerg Swarm? And now it looks like the swing is in SpLiT's favor. It looks like he's pushing out with Ling Ultra. Very heavy ground damage attack. Very armored units here along with the Lings. And if anything was to mimic the trailer, it is this. These units are going to come up and attack the third base of Cantro. Only a planetary defense here to defend. It is attacking these Lings, frying up as many as possible. But look how quickly this planetary is going down.
Yeah, planetary is going to be going down. So really taking out. Oh, but moves it on to just burn.
It
looks like going for the army right now. And a huge attack going up there. Things going up into the medivac, but the Terran army, the SpLiT is good. They are migrating to take out Ultra. Ultra's running around, trying to retreat. Run, Ultralist, run! Go home, but blows up.
He just dies and just drops his tusks.
Yep.
It's like, oh, I'm just going to drop these right here.
I'm done using
and
these tools right now.
unlucky for SpLiT, he was so close to getting that third base, but he never did. Look at the Infested Terrans, meanwhile, at the fourth, so beautiful diversion actually does take out that fourth base, and now he's getting free units versus Marines, but oh my gosh, there's action at every corner of this map. Cantro doing the drop over at the fifth base of SpLiT. Is this going to be enough? Yes, it should be. There's no army here. And now the army of SpLiT is coming back, reeling, trying to get back to defend his base. Only a few Lings. The fifth base is gone. These Lings are probably going to get mowed down as well to the Gauss rifles of these Marines. Beautiful placement of Cantro. The Fungals will be devastating if they do come forward. But none forthcoming. And no energy on these Infestors, and these Marines are going to have a heyday shooting all these units in retreat.
Oh my gosh, and that new Infestor change, you can't just click and hope the fungal lands. You actually have to target as it is a projectile spell now. Now coming into the base, third base going down. Look at the units right now. The income is actually still not too bad. It looks like SpLiT
feeling that he just didn't have, I mean,